Barbara Streisand, The Way We Were on BBC Radio London, of course, remembering Robert Redford today, who has passed away at the age of 89. So if you would like to get in touch, please do so. 0800 731 2000 is the number. Now, the conversation I want to have on the afternoons today is all around our local high streets and whether or not they are dying out. Is there a relevance or an importance for a high street anymore? When, of course, at a click of your finger, you can order anything you want and it will be delivered to your doorstep, sometimes within hours, if not definitely by the next day. New research reveals that people of London are returning to the high street, though. Nearly half of those surveyed say that their local high street is busier now than it was a year ago. But would you agree with that? 0800 731 2000 is the number. What are the reasons that you go to your high street? Perhaps it is for your local post office. Maybe like me, you like to try things on, especially if it comes to shoes. Or there's a fantastic bakery and you love to go there. You can email shay@bbc.co.uk, shay@bbc.co.uk. Also, of course, can send me a voice note on 08000 321 333. Start the message with London. Now, one Londoner who's experiencing the benefits of a busier high street is Akua Asidwa Asare Lupalupi. She owns a vegan shea butter shop in Brixton Village. She actually launched it in 2023 after years of selling at South London markets. I'm really delighted to say that Akua joins me in the studio now. It's great to have you here. Thank you for coming in.
Shay, thank you so much for having me. I can't believe I'm here.
Well, listen, I think it's fantastic to have you here because I can see you've also brought some of your product in, which we'll be talking about in a moment. But I'd love to find out more about your journey. So you have this fantastic product, vegan shea butter. You go from making it fresh at home to then going to markets in the kitchen. Just talk to me about the journey. When did that all begin for you?
So I started quite a while ago. However, I would say it started taking off about 7 years ago. I had my youngest daughter who was born with eczema.
Okay.
And my mother said to me, stop playing around with everything that's out there. Go back to basics.
Nice.
And
Mummy's know best.
Mummy's knows best. And we are originally from Ghana. So my mum brought me some shea butter from Ghana. We applied it on my daughter. She got healed. And I said to myself, we need to share this with the world. And so I started to attend beauty events, formulation places, and then trying it all at home. And once I got a UK lab to certify everything, I felt very confident to now come out to the market.
Okay.
And the first thing I did was to go to my local Lambeth Council.
Yes.
And ask what were the rules and regulations, getting my insurance, getting a pitch on site, which was on Brixton Station Road.
Okay.
And that's when I started bringing it up to the public.
It became totally legitimate, and it is, of course, the culmination of Shimirose. So people can get more details on shimirose.com. What I want to know is going back to Mama. How did Mum feel about this?
Mum was extremely proud. She kept saying, I told you. I told you the shea butter is the one.
Yeah.
And I suffered with psoriasis for 10 years from head to toe.
Yeah.
And even though I was healed with the shea butter, I didn't do the business until seeing my third baby suffering with it. And I thought, I'm not going to let her suffer as I suffered for so long.
So it's so interesting because you can have eczema or psoriasis, as you've mentioned. I've had it lifelong and it's a very weird place because it's always been the same place and I've had it my whole life, and that is at the back of my head, just like on my scalp, at the lower part where my hair is, so not on my neck. I have nothing on my neck, no eczema, any other part of my body, and it's been a bane of my life. And I think anyone tuned into Radio London will empathise with you and I, because when you have eczema or psoriasis, it can become so debilitating, can't it?
It really can, and it's quite depressing.
Yes.
And then you kind of suffer in silence as well.
Yeah.
I had the psirosis all over my scalp.
Really?
The whole scalp, on the face.
Yeah.
My hands, all my legs as well.
It's quite, I'm intrigued by, the way in which natural products can really help your body heal. But the conversation we're here to talk about more is about the business, because, as I was saying earlier on, you've gone from South London markets to actually now having your own shop in Brixton Village. Would you say Brixton Village is an exception, though? It's known, isn't it, as a great shopping area, but there are high streets in London that don't necessarily have the same notoriety, if you will.
I would say Brixton as a whole is just famous, and the Electric Avenue.
Yes.
And Brixton Village, or as people know as Brixton Market, is definitely a heritage spot. And I'm really proud to be there. I used to walk around for years just dreaming. And even when I was selling in the market, I kept saying, one day I'll have a space in about 5 years. And it was literally from Brixton Farmers Market. 5 years later was when I got the opportunity to have a shop. And I was like, honestly, I can't believe I've done it.
That's quite something, though, isn't it? Because it's grassroots in terms of where you've started off, as you said, in your own kitchen, to then being in the, in the markets, to then actually having your own shop. Why was it important for you to stay in Brixton and to have a shop there?
Not only do I live in Brixton, I've built a community, and they always say it's important to help others from home. So before you go out into the world, you've got to start at home. And to see my community, people coming up to me saying, you really had psoriasis, your daughter had it, I can't even see it.
Right.
I wanted to share that with my community before reaching out to the world.
What's interesting, of course, is, your business has very much grown and expanded, and people can buy, extensive. There are stockists and markets that also have your product. Let's see what it's all about then. What have you brought in today?
So when I make a batch of 100, 50% of it is the Shimirose lavender shea butter.
Okay.
And I know that people who come into the shop and they don't see it feel very disappointed. So I think I need to increase from 50% to at least 70%.
Yeah, it smells beautiful.
I think it's because it's just very calming. Mm-hmm. Even though lavender is the Marmite. You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah, I agree. There are some people, like my husband Sonny is not a keen fan of the smell of lavender. I absolutely love it. And I've just applied a little bit on my hand, and there's a beautiful shine. It feels just soft the way that shea butter should. But the smell, it lingers, doesn't it?
It really does.
What's the benefit of having lavender?
With the lavender, not only is it relaxing, so I always advise people after a hot bath or a shower, it's the best time to apply it.
Okay.
So when you're going to bed, you can actually smell it. It really calms you down. However, it's not just about the scent. If you have some aches and pains and somebody massages you, whether it's your back or your limbs, again, it really goes into your muscles and it really relaxes you. So I guess that's why
it's beautiful.
People love it.
It's one of your best-selling products,
and I enjoy
why.
making it. It's so therapeutic.
It smells gorgeous. I just keep sticking my nose in the bowl. It smells so good.
I love it.
I'd like to talk to you, if I can, just finally, around being a businesswoman, a business owner and an entrepreneur. What has that been like for you, working in London? What's the experience been for you?
That's a tough question, but fair question. It's been very, very difficult, very hard. However, I'm really resilient and I love planning. Mm-hmm. I think the notepads, I've got a notepad everywhere.
Okay.
And pen and paper. I write down everything that I want to achieve. I'm pretty organized. So I do, put my children to bed after they're done homework and bath time and reading.
Yes.
And that's when I would start making my products in the evenings.
That's quite a thing, isn't it? For you to kind of manage all of that. It's full on. It's never ending, of course, a job as a parent. But what's been really difficult for you? Has it been, I don't know, is it lack of support from other entrepreneurs and business people, or is it just around development and growth? What's been so hard?
I think the difficulty in the beginning was I'm not from a business background.
Okay.
So it was about finding resources to really help me out. And I went straight onto Vistaprint, which was a great platform for me to be able to get my business cards, my leaflets for the markets. Everybody knows my banners with all my images of my products on there. And so having that platform, and then the other platform I have to say is Enterprise Nation.
Okay.
I was looking for consultants who I could speak to and being able to book in a conversation with somebody who could give me advice on whether it's finances or planning or writing a business plan. There were platforms out there that really helped.
So I have to ask you finally, when we come around full circle from kind of selling in markets, one-to-one to now having your own shop in Brixton Village, and then still having the stock online. Why is it important for you to have a physical shop when most people say it's easier, isn't it? You've got less overheads if you just do everything via your website.
That's very true. If I did think about just the overheads, I wouldn't be in business. What's very important to me is having the community come to me. My space, it's really warm, and people come and they talk about personal things.
Wow.
And being able to share parts of their bodies where they're having these issues in an intimate space. They feel very vulnerable, but it's a safe space.
Yeah.
So having a physical space like our shop is really important. I have even customers coming in talking about one product, and then the other customers around listening to it because they've got a live testimonials right there and going, I use her turmeric soap. I had acne and I've cleared all those marks. And then hearing, I never have to speak. I mean, I talk a lot, but I don't even have to speak.
The product sells itself.
The products are selling themselves.
You're going to have to come back. I'd love to follow the journey. And Aku, it's been such a pleasure having you here. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
If you would like more details for all of these amazing products, go to shimirose.com, and it's also Shimirose UK. Right, it's 2:31. Let's get an update on the roads. Traffic and travel now with Fiona McKinnon.
Thanks very much, Shay. And take a look at the roads in Greenwich. We've got delays to the A2